All right, so what club is that?
54 with the putter grip.
Yeah. So let's go putter grip. We don't want to go full. We just got to figure out where is the crossover going to happen. So swing back and stop. If you feel like you need to hinge, then switch.
Yeah.
So this one should feel mostly kind of pretty straight. Nice. What you'll find is you can really do this at any point. I mean, you could do it with an 8-iron into a really strong wind if you wanted to.
Yeah, like 130 yards into a strong wind, like just pull an 8-iron out.
Yeah, you can do putter grip.
Putter grip shot. Yeah, I actually like holding it like that too. I feel like I have more control in it.
Yeah. Well, I like making a clear distinction between, power and kind of control or accuracy, or once it's kind of in there, once it's in your hands, that way you can feel like, oh, okay, no, I'm not going for distance. I'm not trying to create hand speed. So what I want you to do is vary your distances with that club. So do like a little quarter swing, a half swing, find out where the length kind of maxes out. Because you can always switch clubs at this point, right?
Yeah.
So you want the absolute best feeling, most control. And don't test it, right? Don't go, I'm just going to hit this putter grip really hard.
Yeah, just club up.
Just go to a different club. Oh, almost went in. Hit the pin. Alright, so now switch, go to your 60 and see what your 60 does.
I don't know if I'll be able to get 60 there with the soft grip.
Yeah, so don't try to get it to a distance, just
hit it.
Just hit it and see where it goes.
Probably.
Yeah, I mean, you don't even have to go that far, probably. Because all you're changing here is a little bit of trajectory. It's just going to go a little bit higher. It'll probably have between the 60 and that 54, it'll probably have a very similar spin rate.
Yeah.
So you don't have to try to use, one club versus another, other than trajectory.
Yeah, you can tell you put spin on it too.
Alright, now switch to something else.
50?
Yeah. So I'll set up the TrackMan and we'll start seeing what kind of distances we're getting. So if you feel like you have to hinge, then you've got the wrong club. Alright, so at this point, your 50 and 54, putter grip are kind of going similar. That was probably better representation.
Yeah, the first ones I was just hitting into that flag just to get a feel.
Yeah. So let's call this the half swing, right? So show me halfway back. What does that look like? Where do you feel like half is? When you think half, do you think left arm goes like level to the ground, or
no, like
or
right
shaft?
Here. Yeah, so left arm's almost level.
Okay.
A little lower.
Yeah. So just try to replicate whatever feels like a half swing. Doesn't matter where it goes. Like, you shouldn't be trying to hit it to a target. You just try to repeat half. Which one is this, 50?
50, yeah. You can really go 3/4 with it too.
I think probably half to 2/3 kind of length is about, kind of maxed out.
It's like a little punch shot.
Yeah. So do a couple where you go all the way like full swing, and just see what it feels like. Right. So you see what happens there starts to become a throw.
Yeah.
Right. And when we want to throw, we want the other grip.
Yeah, because then there's just not really power.
Yeah, so this is not really a throwing one. It's kind of more of a stiff-wristed one. So that's your 50.
Yep.
What length of swing do you want to hit?
Like if I'm just hitting it with a strong grip?
Let's just pick one, like putter grip, and let's call it either half, 2/3, or 3/4.
Putter grip 3/4.
Okay, so do putter grip 3/4, and let's just hit it and let's see how far it goes. Okay, so how far does that club usually go full swing?
Full swing 130.
Okay,
135.
so that one went 106
Really?
with a putter grip 3/4. Okay, now do regular grip, power grip, full swing. Okay, so that one went 119. And the club head speed difference was 77 to 82. So go back to 3/4 putter again. Okay, so it was a little faster. It was 79 miles an hour there. And it went 108. Okay, so now do like a half putter. Do half putter. So half putter went 66. So do another half putter. Do a practice swing. Gonna feel it. Feel like it's just a half putter. Don't try to hit it a certain number. Just try to do it. Right. So when you do putter, you're gonna stand the shaft up a little bit straighter. Yeah, that's better. Mm-hmm.
This is the one right here.
Okay. Okay, now do 3/4 putter. That one went 61 on the half putter. So somewhere around 65 yards right now, I'd say. All right, so 3/4 putter. Good. Alright, so let's go back to the 60. That one went 95, but the wind just picked up, so yeah. I'm going to turn off the wind. It went 103. Just says 60?
Yeah.
Okay, so do half putter. It's not going to go far, right? Like I said, I think when I do mine, it goes about 40 yards. So yeah, that one went 42 yards. No, sorry, 37 yards. I was looking at the landing angle. So let's see, 39 yards on that one. Okay, 41 yards.
Pretty solid.
44. $44. Okay, so now that's 44. You had 3 of them in a row right on 44. This one was like 43.9 and the other 2 were 44. Okay, so now do power grip and do half swing power grip. So whenever you do halves, it's actually easier to do putter, right?
Yeah.
So now do 2/3 or 3/4. Do a 3/4 power grip. Yeah, because once you get your hands kind of above this point right here, so if you go back to about right here, kind of waist high, putter grip works just fine, right? But when you get up here, then you want to kind of load it up, and so that's why like it's easier to do, you know, under 2/3 with the putter and over 2/3 with the power. Yeah. You'd probably hit it better with putter right now. So it's because your hips are kind of doing all the work. So make sure you're just doing it with your arm swing, not your legs. So unfortunately, like, that was pretty good there, right? And that was a lot more arm swing.
Yeah.
But I would say that's a big culprit in your game, is when your legs kind of get moving and sliding. That causes the bottom of your swing arc to change too much.
Yeah.
So that one flew, no wind, 74 yards there. Right. And that was just what, like 2/3 or 3/4 or? Yeah.
I should go like 80 though.
Yeah. So go back to the 50. And now we're going to just do normal full swing 50 degrees. And I want you to go back to working on what we did earlier today, where you feel it in the thumb and the throw. Yep, and then just clean up your leg work. So make sure your hips are doing that pivot instead of a slide. Better.
Hey, Dad. Yep. Okay. Alright, see
So go back to like a 9-iron now. one way as your hips kind of go the other way. So you kind of pivot it up, there you go, and then throw it through. Right, so what we want here is we want consistent, really clean, which means like if it's clean, there's no like bouncing or moving or jumping. It's just a pivot, a swivel. Your hips swivel, your arms swing.
Oh, I hate the cuts. Drives me. Gosh, come on.
There you go.
What do I do when I want to hit a draw? Because that's so cutty.
So, go ahead and do your setup. Make sure as you turn it to the inside. Yep, and then just make sure you throw it more to the outside. So now we got the path in the face. That was 0, 0. So path was into out. Face was a little low. So now if you want to hit a draw, you've got to have the face a little bit more closed on that same track. So then just turning in just a little bit in your grip, kind of close the face like that. Yeah. And then swing it in and out the same way you just did. There you go. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to always keep this neutral, right?
Yeah.
So if you're gonna hit a straight ball, the thumb is just straight on top and there's no movement. If you're gonna hit a draw, the thumb is a little bit to the inside. It stays there, so which means the face stays totally straight. So we don't want to hit a draw by having to close it in motion. We just want to take the grip, throw it,
Yeah.
and then know that the face is just going to be just slide. Well, the way it would work is this is your path,
Yeah.
and your face is basically straight to the target. If your face is straight to the path, then it kind of pushes and it just goes straight. Right, so if it's not turning back, just keep edging it in just a little bit. That's it. Probably right where you're aimed there. So if you want to play a draw to that purple flag. There you go. So we don't want to try to flip the hands, right, to create that. We just want the collision to take care of that for us. Right, so it's starting to feel probably more simple.
Yeah.
hit a couple of big hooks by just closing the face a bunch in your grip, aiming out to the right. Yep, and then just do the same swing. That one was probably a double.
Yeah.
Like you rolled that one too, right? So just make sure you swing out. Just throw it out. There you go. Alright, so then soften the angle until you get the shape that you're looking for. Back and stop on this one. Okay, where's that? What's that thumb? Does the thumb feel like it's in a good place to throw from? Pretty neutral?
More like that?
No,
That's
just
good.
Neutral right there, yeah. So go back and stop again. Yep. So take this hand off, take your right hand off. Right, it's kind of, that'll tell you. It's okay to be here, because you're supporting the weight there. You don't have to be here, but you definitely don't want to be there either. You just want to be it's kind of a neutral hinge. Yep. And you can throw it. Good. Straight. Alright, switch to 7-iron. What time is it?
Two.
Okay. Okay, so that's actually not far from where you're... Yeah, but it's not far from where you were aimed. So check your alignment. What do you want to aim at?
I'll just keep going over that purple flag.
Purple?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to have to aim... That's pretty good. A little more left, probably. Right there. Yep. Yep, so once you pulled it back there, just throw it and let it go. Don't guide it. Good. Then you can assess what do you want to do with the face. Do you want to let it turn like that, or do you want to straighten it up or aim it a little right? That's what that one feel like.
Maybe a little over the top.
Tiny bit.
Not much.
So remember that throw is off the thumb, right?
Yeah.
Make sure you're not trying to roll the face back down. You know, don't try to roll the face down. Hinge it up and throw it straight. So go back and stop. Now bring your hands down here. It's not down here. So it's not. It's just drivers. Yeah, hit some 4-irons first and then some drivers. Toward the white flag, yeah. So what do you blame there?
Legs.
Yeah. So we want the swivel hips, not the we don't want the push legs. We want just the swivel hips, right? Plant more back in your stance. Don't lean back. Just kind of stay a little straighter. Like the driver's kind of more like this, and you're sitting a bit more kind of like mine. So we'll exaggerate on this one. Play it a little further back. So yeah, there you go. And then as you release your arms through, just swivel your hips. Don't push with your legs. It's pretty close there. So go back and stop. And then what are you gonna do here? You're gonna throw your arms and just kind of like quickly just pivot your hips out of the way. Yep. Close. But that was a better pivot. So go back and stop, and then throw.
That's legs.
Yeah. Hit one like that with your feet together, like almost touching. Yeah. Full swing. See how much more you have to use your arms?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you go wider stance makes your legs move faster?
Yeah. Well, I think the wider stance does cause a little problem because it kind of makes you want to push with your legs.
Yeah.
You don't really want that. You just want your arms to be really fast, but your hips to just kind of be out of the way. Yeah, so much better. That was really good.
That one I wasn't even like too focused on legs, just swinging my hands really hard.
Yeah.
And then just like moving this out of the middle.
Yeah, and that's the trick is we just have to train the hips to pivot and not push. Don't have to focus a lot. Just make sure that they're not pushing. They're just pivoting. And then just make sure in your setup that you're feeling like you're setting up like an iron, teeing it super low. Keeping your hands, ball position a little bit back in your stance. So stay right there. If I give you, say, your forearm. See how you wouldn't be, see how you're more on top of it, and you're more there. That's what I want you to feel like with your drive. Yeah, that's better. Good. And even if you tee it lower, for now, it's just going to help you with your setup.
Yeah.
Because when you tee it that low, it doesn't make any sense for you to be kind of
Back.
leaning back. Because if you're back, you're just going to hit the ground. And just be aggressive with your arm swing. So this angle over here is a good one for us to look at what the hips do on the driver. Just make sure that they just turn, pushing. So you're leaning back, your head's back. Play it back like you're going to hit a punch shot. Yeah, and then hit a punch shot with your hands and arms. See how solid that was? So I think that's probably just habit of getting into your driver setup and creating a little too much secondary spine angle. So you tilt, you come in here. But what we proved earlier was you actually swung faster without them, and you were able to transfer energy better.
I feel like I'm swinging like this.
Yeah. Well, that one was actually better with the arms. Just pick the arms up a little higher, because right now you're going like this. Pulling in a little flat. Lift it up a little higher so that when you swing back and stop, right, when you're here, you can really throw the club that way.
Yeah.
When you're here, it's stuck behind, and it just kind of throws out. So if you picture like Adam Scott, go back, lift your hands up real high, and then flip them underneath. You know how we were doing that head cover drill?
Yeah.
Because your old pattern was to do that. Your old pattern was to bring it inside, really flat, shut the wrist down. Right, so swing back and stop. Come down slow. Yep. Right. So let me take the club. Get it. Pivot your hips, not super. There. Accelerate the arms through there. Go up a little higher. Higher in the backswing and then whip them under. Go up high and whip under. There you go. Instead of low, up, and then you're going under. How's your legs on that one? Got a little fast ahead of you. It was actually pretty good, but then you just couldn't catch it up. So lift the club up in the air, kind of pick it up nice and high, and then whip your hand through. That was a little rollover. So go back and stop. Get your thumb in the right spot. Right, and you're gonna row it under. Don't pull your arm in here. Throw the head. No, go back and stop. Row it over here. Yeah. So do a practice swing. Real high hands, and then keep that width. Keep the club going like over here through the ball. Yeah. There you go. Alright, because what's happened over a period of time is you go, the second you do this, your arms do this, and then you're stuck. Yeah. So then when you get to the top with the wider arms, you throw the club here, and then just kind of swivel the hips out of the way. You've got to keep that width. So nice big high backswing. Keep that width all the way through. That's better. Makes sense?
Yeah.
Like that's where it sucks, because when you fix one thing, like we've stopped your hands from trying to control. We've stopped your hands from trying to change the play. This is what they kind of had to do before. If you dropped it in here, then they had to kind of work over.
Yeah.
Well, that's what gets too many misses going on. So now that you're just hinging and throwing on one axis, and there is no rotation, that cleans up ball flight. Well, now when you do it, you've got to throw the width, because if you do this and pull it in, you're in trouble. There you go, good ball. Right now, that was such a good swing. With that trajectory, we could change the loft of your driver.
Yeah, back down.
But we don't want to do it yet, because we've got to get your swing feeling more like that before we change it. There you go, it's better. You see how the width just changes everything?
Yeah.
Because you just couldn't catch up. Like, you're coming in tight and then trying to throw late, you've got to kind of throw it wider. was exaggerated. That was good. That was the opposite. That was too wide and too early. Pretty close. Got your draw.
Yeah.
So we'll wrap up all these videos here. I'm going to help your dad a little bit. What do you think? What do you have to add to what's your biggest takeaways?
He's just coming wide with the driver.
Mm-hmm.
And then with the other ones, it's just like feeling this right leg go back at the start and getting high.
Yeah.
And then just shifting this leg back.
Yeah. And then what do you think about like your thumb and how that left?
Thumb just needs to be like this.
Yeah.
I need to feel like it's underneath.
Under.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So go back, hit a 9-iron so that you can feel the difference in the width between a 9-iron and a driver. We'll finish with 3 of each. Okay, so you're going to do 3 9s and then 3 drivers. And they shouldn't feel too terribly different. They should feel pretty similar. Alright, and then try the driver.